And the procedures which we have model block print. Okay. Akash, I think it is on, right? Okay. So we have discussed a few procedures like proc print, proc content, proc sort, right? Did we discuss proc frequency? Okay. So proc frequency, okay, let me just again start. So proc frequency is a statistical procedure. It helps me to calculate frequency of all the variables, right? So if there are 5 different variables, you will see 5 different tables for each variable. So in our class data, we have 5 variables: name, gender, age, height, and weight. You will find the frequency. Apart from frequency, this table, this procedure will give you the percentage of each frequency. So, for example, in our data, we have 47.37% female and 52.63% male. Now, next thing is cumulative frequency, and the fourth column is for cumulative percentage. All right. So you will see all at the end. You will find total frequency, and the 100% would be a cumulative percentage. Apart from this, you can cross tabulate your data. Right, by using a star between two variables. And by default, you will get frequency, percentage of that frequency in total, row percentage, and column percentage. So, how to read this table? So, gender is female and age is 11. You have one data point. Gender is female and age is 12. You have two data points, right? And their percentage are 5.26%, 10.53%. So how these numbers come? 1 upon 19 is your percentage, right? So out in total, what is the percentage for this particular grid, right? So the second number represent the percentage. The third number represent row percentage. So row percentage means the total of row is 9, right? And out of this 9, what is your contribution? So 1 upon 9 would be this number. 2 upon 9 would be this number. And the last thing is your column percentage. Oh, give me a second. Use of row and column percentage. Okay. So this particular row percentage tells you, you know, what is the percentage of age 11 in your total female. So you have all the female data points, right? Out of this total, what is the contribution of this age group? What is the contribution of this age group? What is the contribution of this age group? And the column percentage tells you the contribution of this age group versus gender. So which mean in age group 11, you have 50% male, 50% female. But sir, it is including total and sex column also for calculation. Yes. So that's why I told you this is a cross-tabulated data, which means on one side you have this column, on the other side you have this column. So here, okay, you can read them in three different numbers, right? This is a total contribution. So how many females in your data you have which falls in age group 11? It is 5%. Now in female category, there are 11% females whose age is 11. This is how you read this. In your age group 11, you have 50% female, 50% male. This is how you read all these three metrics. Question. Akash, is it clear now? Okay. Now you can control this output, right, by simply using few keyword like no call, no row, no percent, which means only frequency, right? This is your frequency table for two variables, which are gender and age. Now, if you want to check what all of them are available, simply write anything over after this and run it. So in error, you will find these many different statistical terms which you can get from this particular procedure, right? So let me try one, which is chi-square. You all know. So apart from your this table, you are also getting your statistical table for gender and age. Now they are also giving you the probability value of chi-square, the p-value for chi-square test, right? However, there is a warning: 100% of the cells have expected count less than 5. Chi-square may not be a valid test. So which mean to run a valid chi-square test, right, you should have at least 5 data points in each category or in each cross tabulated cell. You can also store this data in some other data set, right? Right, and by default, this will be stored. Which library? Work library, right? So you have your frequency data. So it is giving you the count and the percentage. Already open for output. Okay, sure. So let me just first. So you can store the output of your statistics, right? Like this in some data. So let me delete this first. The work library is empty. Now if you run this, this output would be stored in frequency table. This will also give you the output in this SAS Studio. All right. So this is by default. So this is the set. Due to setting, it is also giving you the output. I have written this code for Windows S, right? So this is your female, 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 then your age, then count, again the table, this result in your tabular format. That's it. Right? So your table statement, the statistic for which you want to run this, Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Why it is not written that this output file? Okay, let me see what is the error. Maybe when this error, so there was zero observation and zero available, and this is agree following. Okay, expecting one of the following agree HCHI win by order CHISQ CMH CHISQ what we have written. So now if you can see one data table, you got the output of chi-square, and this is your table output. So let me just tell you. So if you want an output of this statistics, right, and you want to store it into a data set, then you need to write this. If you want that output in the output window, which is result window, then you can define it over here. सो अगर किसी फाइल के आउटपुट इस प्रोसीजर के आउटपुट को आउट करके डेटा स्टोर करना है देन यू विल बी डिफाइनिंग इट ओवर हियर और अगर आपको सिर्फ रिजल्ट विंडो में रिजल्ट देखना है देन यू कैन डिफाइन इन द टेबल स्टेटमेंट all right now you can also use cross tabulation with 3 variable but that will be very complex output right and at times it might not make any sense so run this at your own risk, right? So this is your age by height table controlled by gender. So age, height, and this is for table gender female. Age, height कंट्रोल बाय जेंडर मेल. सो ये पूरा फीमेल का डेटा है, ये पूरा मेल का डेटा है, एंड क्रॉस टेबुलेटेड बाय एज एंड हाइट. So you can also create 3D table, right? Okay, so this is about your proc frequency. So next procedure which I am going to run is proc sort. I think we have discussed this proc sort, right? No worries, let me do it one more time because it is an important procedure. So I have created one data set by name of test, which is nothing. It is a same data which are there in SAS helper class. Now we can sort our data by a variable, by two variables, by three variables, and we can change it from ascending to descending, right? By default it gives you ascending. So I want to sort this data test by gender and by age, but in the age it would be descending. So let me run this. First it is by gender followed by age in descending order. If I remove this keyword descending, by default it will give you in ascending order. And we have used this proc sort frequently during merging, right? How it will decide age is not in ascending? Okay, let me see here. How it will decide the order of characters? Alphabetically. Age is not in ascending. How to? Okay, age is not in ascending. It is in ascending. First, it will sort by gender. Within female, you will see 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Within male, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right? If you remove one, then it will sort it by one only. Okay. Now the another use of sort procedure is finding the duplicate value. All right. So we have written proc sort out is equal to test1. So we want to store this output into this data set, and now we are writing no dup key. Right. So what is the meaning of no dup key? So whatever you will define in your variable, any variable in byte statement, it won't take any duplicate value in the output. So for example, your by is a gender, so it will not store duplicate value for gender in output data set, which is test1. So this is your test1, and you only have one value for your key variable, and the key is defined in by statement. So we define key by statement. Now if you make it a, let's say, use it age. right? So you will have only one instance of your age variable in your output data set. So, so this test one is your unique data for your key variable. The rest of the data would be stored in the name of the data set which you have defined in dup out. So dup out means duplicate out. So in the output you will see two data sets. One is duplicate out, other one is your unique value. So here are the duplicate values, and in test one you have unique data value, right? Okay. So the next thing which we are going to learn in process is node, right? Node is different from node key. In node we check one observation with another observation, right? And in node key we check only duplicate key. So for example, if I make a duplicate key of age and gender, right? Now the output would be different. So female 11 you will find only once in your output, male 11 you will find only once, because now the duplicate key is consists these two variables and their combination could be unique. ये समझ में आया? Great. So discuss whenever we define whatever key we will define in our by statement, it will only take one instance of that particular key. For example, अगर मैं सिर्फ age लेता हूं तो age एक ही बार आना चाहिए. कुछ और प्रिंट हो गया, राइट? तो एज का 11 वाला डेटा पॉइंट एक ही बार आएगा, 12 एक ही बार आएगा, 13 एक बार आएगा, 14 50 16 सो ऑन. अगर मैं इसको कॉम्प्लेक्स की बना देता हूँ, मतलब दो कीज एक साथ डिफाइन कर देता हूँ, लाइक जेंडर भी डाल दिया, राइट? सो फीमेल एंड 11 इन दोनों को मिलाकर के अब मेरी एक की बन गई. तो ये पूरे डेटा के अंदर एक ही बार आएगी, दोबारा रिपीट नहीं होगी. मेल 11 दोनों एक साथ हैं, ये मेल 11 दोबारा नहीं आएगा डेटा के अंदर. फीमेल 12, मेल 12, फीमेल 13, मेल 13, इस तरह से. ओके. डिसेंडिंग की ओर मैंने आपको बता ही दिया कि बाय यूजिंग डिसेंडिंग यू कैन change the sorting order into ascending to descending. Now the next thing is I'm going to show you the node, but before that I need to make a data. मैं आपके लिए डेटा बनाता हूँ जिसके अंदर डुप्लीकेट है, लाइक G25 5000, RAM 26 7000, RAM 26 5000, and RAM 26 5000. So these two are duplicate entries. So duplicate entry means everything is same. All variables are same. So in that case, what we are going to use? We are going to use node. So node will check all the variables like this. So you will see only one entry for RAM 26 5000. There are two entry, but you will see only one because it will remove that duplicate entry, not the key, the entire entry or entire observation. Okay, so the next thing is format. The format which you have used previously were all SAS defined format or in formats, right? So जो आप DD MM YY 10 डॉट लिखते थे या कॉमा 5.2 ऐसा कुछ लिखते थे, वो सारे SAS ने डिफाइन किए हुए थे. Now SAS gives you an option to define your own format, right? Whether it is a numeric or it's a character. So how to write the syntax for the prop format is the prop format value. If your format is for categorical or character data, it will start with a dollar symbol followed by the name of the format, right? Followed by the value. So M को क्या दिखाना है मेल, F को क्या दिखाना है फीमेल. So I have created one format. Now how to use this format? Again the procedure is same. You can use this format with a dollar symbol, then Z, name of the format, followed by a dot symbol, right? So this is the definition part, this is the users part. Now I am using this format where it is changing the display of M to male, F to female. However, data is not changed, right? Data में कोई change नहीं है. If you are writing a format for a numeric value, you don't require a dollar symbol before your format name. So you are defining a range of 0 to 12 and you want them to be displayed as a youth, 13 to 15, mature, 16 up to high Bs, any value after 16 as old. Now you are also creating second format in the same procedure by name of weight, WT. Low hyphen means any value, right, on the lower side and equal to 50. So this is your ranges low till 50, greater than 50 and equal to 100, greater than 100 till high. Akash, we are creating, not making categories, we are creating a format which will display your data as a category. अगर एक कैटेगरी बना दूं तो मैं इफ देन स्टेटमेंट यूज करता था डेटा चेंज करने के लिए. ये सिर्फ डिस्प्ले चेंज हो रहा है, जो दिखेगा आपको, राइट? इन अ वे यस, आप उसको बोल सकते हो कि आपने कैटेगरी को कन्वर्ट कर दिया, बट वो कन्वर्ट नहीं हुआ, डेटा सिर्फ डिस्प्ले में चेंज हुआ है. और जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो ये बोल रहा हूँ आकाश कि अगर मेरे को डेटा को वाकई में इस तरह से बनाना होगा तो ये फॉर्मेट काम नहीं करेगा, वहां पे इफ देन एल्स स्टेटमेंट के थ्रू उसको चेंज करना होगा. और नया वेरिएबल क्रिएट करना होगा, राइट। यहाँ पे वेरिएबल क्रिएट नहीं कर रहे, उसी वेरिएबल को सिर्फ आउटपुट को चेंज कर रहे हैं, करेंगे मतलब अभी किया नहीं, अभी तो डिफाइन किया है, राइट। This is how we have defined two different formats, AG and WT. Now it's the time to use them. तो जेंडर के आगे मैंने जेंडर यूज किया, एज के आगे एजी डॉट यूज किया, वेट के आगे डब्ल्यूटी डॉट यूज किया। एज, मैच्योर, ओल्ड, यूथ, फिट, ओबीस, फिट। Proc append. So next we will is proc append. Let me see whether I have to test. Okay. So you have one data by name of dup test, right? Let me see what is there in this dup test. So you have name, gender, age, height, and weight. You have 8 data points, right? You want to append means is stacking one data over another. Now, in 8 data points, right? You have your data points in duplicate test up to here. After that, 90 rows has been added from this sense help dot class data set, right? Now the fourth option we are using to forcefully done this addition. Why the fourth? Because if there is a mismatch of any format, right, it won't store. But with the help of force, you can forcefully append two data sets. So forced means Akash, if the column format does not match, for example, अगर एक कॉलम में $10.2 का डेटा है, दूसरे में 11.3 का डेटा आ गया, अब उसको इंसर्ट करना है तो उसके लिए फोर्सफुली ऑप्शन यूज कर रहे हैं सो दैट वो इग्नोर कर पाए फॉर्मेट को। निष्कर्ष कौन सा बोला है इसका बताओ, वॉक कपैट की बात कर रहे हो या फॉर्मेट की बात कर रहे हो? ओके, सो दिस इज माय बेस डेटा जिसके साथ अपेंड करना है, दिस इज माय फॉरेन डेटा जिसको मेरे को ऐड करना है। तो अभी जैसे मैं डुप कैश को देखता हूं तो कितना मेरे पास 9, सॉरी चेंज हो गया ना, तो ये भी 27 डेटा पॉइंट्स है या 27 ऑब्जर्वेशन है। अगर मैं वापस से इसको रन करूंगा तो क्या होगा, 27 के अंदर 19 और ऐड हो जाएगा। किसका? SAS डॉट क्लास का। ट्वेंटी सेवन 19 sorry 27 19 46 this is a pad। निष्कर्ष का मतलब फॉर्मेट में निष्कर्ष हम क्या करते हैं, we can create our own format by using format procedure, use value keyword followed by name of the format in which you want to create। Right, and the range which we have defined, data between this range will be defined as, will be displayed as youth, data between this range will be displayed as mature, and between this it will be displayed as old। We have also used one another format which is WT, low equal till 50, ultra lean 50 less than 50 equal to 100, fit 100 till high, greater than 100 till high is obese। तो ये क्या फॉर्मेट डिफाइन कर दिया। अब इसको यूज कैसे करूंगा, किसी वेरिएबल के आगे उसका फॉर्मेट लिखूंगा सो दैट आई विल गेट दिस वेरिएबल डिस्प्लेड इन डिस्प्ले। तो ये देखा ओबीस, फिट, एज में क्या था, मैच्योर, यूथ, ओल्ड, ये डिफाइन किया था ना हमने। क्लियर हुआ है निष्कर्ष ये? ओके। Another procedure which we are going to learn is proc means, wonderful procedure. By default, it gives you 5 different statistics like and which is count, mean, which will average, standard deviation, minimum, maximum for all numeric variable। So proc mean आपको क्या देगा, 5 डिफरेंट स्टैटिस्टिकल आउटपुट देगा आपके डेटा के स्टैटिस्टिक्स which are count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum only for numeric variable। If you want to control the output, अगर आपको किसी एक वेरिएबल का नाम चाहिए, सिर्फ एक वेरिएबल का स्टैटिस्टिक्स चाहिए, तो you can define them in a where statement। तो where statement लिखने से क्या होगा, आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ उसी वेरिएबल का आउटपुट मिलेगा। तो आपका आंसर वेरिएबल क्या है, हाइट। तो हाइट का ही एंड, मीन, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, मिनिमम, मैक्सिमम आपको आउटपुट मिलेगा। राइट, आप इस आउटपुट को कंट्रोल कर सकते हो क्लास वेरिएबल से, विच मीन आपके कैटेगोरिकल वेरिएबल के अलावा उसको क्लासिफाई कर देगा कि फीमेल का अलग से, मेल का अलग से। right? You can get different statistical summary of your data, like kurtosis, skewness, 10th percentile. So apart from default summary, it can gives you other statistical summary of your data. Right? Apart from class the statement, you can use the by statement in क्लास के अलावा आप बाई स्टेटमेंट भी यूज कर सकते हो. देन वी विल चेक हाउ द आउटपुट विल बी डिफरेंट. आउटपुट कैसे अलग दिखेगा वो भी देखते हैं. तो जहां भी हम बाई यूज करते हैं SAS के अंदर, उससे पहले हमें डेटा को सॉर्ट करना पड़ता है. दिस वी ऑलरेडी नो. So let's sort our data by pi. Now proc means data equals to test. कर्टोसिस स्क्यूनेस बीटा चाहिए, बट जेंडर से डेटा मेरा कैट ग्रुप होना चाहिए, राइट? So this will group your data, but a little differently. So it is also giving you the output, but now the output is split into two different tables. क्लास में क्या था, दोनों का आउटपुट आपको एक ही टेबल में मिल रहा था. Here we are getting output in two different tables. So ये फर्क है class and by statement में, right? You can get a specific output of your data, right? You can store it into some data set. You can rename the variable name. So मैं इसको भी हटा देता हूँ, that you will actually show the default output, right? बस. So टेस्ट नाम से डेटा सेट बना होगा, जो कहाँ स्टोर होगा, वर्क लाइब्रेरी के अंदर. और यहाँ पे क्या स्टोर है आपका, एज, हाइट एंड वेट. एज, हाइट एंड वेट का क्या, मीन. Now if you want to give them a different name, you can give them a different name so that you know this is not the age, it is the average age. So in place of age, height and weight, it is printing now average age, average height and average weight. So we have another procedure by name of proc summary, which is equivalent to proc means, right, with no print, right? Proc summary किस यूज होता है, proc means की तरह काम करता है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ इसका कोई आउटपुट नहीं डिस्प्ले होता. So let me show you this. Their window is blank and you have the same output as our proc means. So we are what we are writing? We are writing a data set which contains these three different variables, which is average age, average height, and average weight, for two variables, which is age and weight. एज एंड हाइट कर देते हैं इसको। नाउ द थिंग इज, आपने यहाँ पे 3 वेरिएबल डिफाइन किए हुए, लेकिन यहाँ पे आउटपुट कितना का आएगा? सिर्फ और सिर्फ 2 का। नाम लिखने से डेटा का आउटपुट नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि वेरिएबल के अंदर आपको तीसरा वेरिएबल लिखा नहीं है। सो एवरेज एज एंड एवरेज हाइट आ गया, लेकिन एवरेज वेट जो आपने डिफाइन भी किया था नहीं है, क्योंकि आपने वो वेर स्टेटमेंट में लिखा नहीं है। इस कॉलम में जो फंक्शन है का वो मीन है, ये लिखा हुआ ना, मीन इक्वल्स टू, अगर मैं यहाँ पे एच टी डी लिख देता हूँ, राइट, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, कॉलम का आप कुछ भी रखो, स्टोर क्या होगा? अब स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन स्टोर होगा। क्या स्टोर हो रहा है? स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन। नाम आप कुछ भी रखो, so that is the name you have defined, right? अब एवरेज हाइट के एक्चुअली ऐड करो। All right. So okay, let's do one thing. Let's take a quick 10-minute break. I know it's too much download in a one go, and we will begin at 12:15, right? All right, welcome back after the break. I think you got your refreshment by now. Okay. Cool. So Nishkar, I just seen your query. So you can use anything anywhere, right? तो जरूरी नहीं proc means में सिर्फ मैं proc mean ही कैलकुलेट कर सकता हूँ. I can calculate means, standard deviation, kurtosis, ये वो सारा कुछ. Similarly proc summary के अंदर भी सारा कुछ कैलकुलेट कर सकता हूँ. ठीक है? We can use proc all the time. Why all the time? अगर मुझे कुछ देखना है तो मैं तो सिर्फ proc means यूज करूंगा. proc summary जब यूज करूँ जब लोगों को डेटा. So ऐसा नहीं है कि एक प्रोसीजर दूसरे प्रोसीजर ओवरलैप नहीं कर सकता. तो ये दो प्रोसीजर जो ओवरलैप करते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, राइट. ओनली डिफरेंस ये है कि बताना मैंने जरूरी इसलिए समझा क्योंकि हम प्रॉक मींस के अंदर भी नो प्रिंट लिख करके भी प्रॉक समरी वाला काम कर सकते हैं. समरी प्रिंट नहीं करता बस. तो मैं ऐसा बोलूंगा ना कि प्रॉक मींस में नो प्रिंट करके समरी वाला काम कर सकता हूँ. Okay, the next procedure is proc transpose, right? And again, I need to sort my data again because I will be using a by statement. I might require by statement. तो मैंने कहीं यूज किया नहीं किया. Okay, then in that case, no worries. So proc transpose by default मैंने क्या लिखा? proc transpose data equals to new. ना लिख करके ये वाला यूज कर लेते हैं हम.